morning, guys. Laura here from Hedgehog's Homestead. I just thought I'd show you the garden today and give you a little garden tour. I'm still working on garden beds, but I just thought I'd show you how things are coming along. Plus, we can check out on the babies. There they are. 2 geese, 2 ducks, 10 chickens, one's a rooster, and we have 1 turkey. One of our turkeys passed away, unfortunately, but aren't those geese cute? And the ducks too. But that's what happens when you brood them all together. Sometimes you can lose a turkey because their feet don't like to get wet. And of course the ducks like to make everything wet. I don't know if that's the case. I think that it was actually suffocated from everybody laying on top of it. So it was asleep, and in the area, they were all sleeping in the same area in a very hot day. So it was almost 100 here. It's like 90 something and very humid, very humid. So let's show you the garden. And we made a bunch of big changes. Still not done with it, but I'll show you all that I have planted, and let's check it all out. So here's the garden so far. Got plenty of soil there. 2 more garden beds to make. We have some loofah growing in there. We have some big giant squash here. We have over here we have watermelon, and this is peppers and tomatoes here. We have a cattle panel for our tomatoes to climb on, and then the peppers are mostly green bells and some other varieties, and the tomatoes are, we have some Golden Sun cherries, and then just some beefsteak kind of tomatoes because that's what we like. We have cucumbers and sunflowers coming up everywhere in all the corners of the beds, basically. Cucumbers along here and sunflowers in there. Looks like we have a little bit of a pest problem, so that could be a mouse or a rabbit. So that's what's going on there. We have more cucumbers here, and I made this trellis here all around the little bird thing here. We have zucchini and beans right there. Here we have beets, and we have, you can see there, we have little radishes coming up as well. Sunflower in the corner, onions, and the radishes aren't coming up great, but the beets have come up pretty good. This over here is sweet potato vine, so that's why there's only 4 in the bed here. Looks like that one's going to need a little water. And then over here in this area, you can see it almost coming up there. We have more beans that are going to trellis on here. Next to our, looks like we have some bugs on there. I have never seen those before, but it looks like they're eating away. Well, we're going to have to take care of that a little bit later. Never seen those before, but I'm new to Tennessee, so they're eating my eggplant. So I have beans on each side of this trellis. You can see that they're starting to come up, and then nothing in the middle here. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna plant there. Corn, and you can see there we have some peas coming up next to the corn, planted all around the corn, and they'll climb up the corn. So so hopefully that all goes well. A lot of stuff I have to mow down in here. Over here we have more onions and rosemary, shallots, that is turning to parsley, but it was cilantro. And then over here you can see coming up there, if you look close, you can see some lavender coming up. Looks like we had the same thing attacking our plants over here, whatever it is. And this is potatoes. Strawberries coming up next to onions. And it looks like my lettuce and my I hear a turkey in the distance. This is a tomato that's volunteering, and looks like we have some clover coming up, and this is carrot here, and it looks like it's being chewed on by something as well. So it looks like we may need to do some spray. This has all kinds of stuff in it. There's some carrots in here. I have room to probably plant in there a little bit. This is the garden bed that still needs to be done. But you know, we're getting some progress done. So that is the garden so far. And we have a lot of work to do yet. So we'll get it done. This is, I forget what tree this is, but I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my front yard because I want to grow it in my front yard. I got some hydrangeas for Mother's Day, and as I was going to water my hydrangeas, I'll stick in here, there was a little snake. Well,
I think that's a copperhead.
Oh my God, you better kill it. Whatever it is.
I think it is a copperhead.
Those are one of the most deadly snakes that there are.
Yeah.
And I think at first we thought it was a copperhead, but on further investigation it was probably just either a corn snake or something like that, and we should probably have left it alone, but we didn't want it anywhere near our baby chicks that we just started in the other side of the house. So we removed the snake and moved on with our day, but you know, they're beneficial, so they might keep the rabbits out of the garden or the mice out of the garden, you know. So they are beneficial to us, and we don't want to harm them unless we absolutely need to. Norman, come on. Come on. Let's show the people the flowers that we got for Mother's Day. And I thought I'd show you guys, Chris has been sowing something called cowpeas in our pasture, and I need to come out here. You can see we got blackberry coming up everywhere, and in the distance you can also see they are we're having our trees thinned, so they're taking all the big trees out, and we'll probably use some of that money to build a garage slash barn. But I thought I'd show you guys, we have some cowpeas coming up right there, and then there's little flowers coming up, wild flowers. Another cowpea, over there, and another cowpea over there next to the blackberries that I'm got a pile right there that I'm pulling out. These are wildflowers over here, so I'm going to be pulling out all this, if not burning it. Another cowpea and another one right there. They're all over the place, but we do have wildflowers out here too, which I'm also very excited about. Show you guys what we got for Mother's Day. My mother-in-law and I, we got from my husband and my sister-in-law and her husband Look at that. Hydrangea heaven over here. And so those are going to be planted on this side of the house here. I'll show you. I brought some dirt over, but right in that area. So we'll get that planted. And I'm so excited about putting the hydrangeas out on our property because they do well in the clay and in the acidy soil. So I'm excited about that. And my sister-in-law brought me a beautiful fern to hang out on the porch. So we got it hanging. So that's what's going on today here at Hedgehog's Homestead. We got a lot more work to do. And you guys have a great and wonderful day. Thank you for coming along with me on this first garden tour. And God bless. Bye.